You need to stop tracking. You need to stop looking at every little thing and every little fuck up that you do and tracking your blessing and tracking your mistakes and tracking every little thing. And that's how you channel the positive, the high vibrational energy into your life. Because obviously, if you're going on a diet, tracking your calories, that's what's necessary. But what I mean, especially tracking, this pertains to NoFap especially. You're tracking how many days, how many weeks, how many months on NoFap you are, and what's that really doing for you? That's taking away from the actual purpose of NoFap, which is to help yourself through retaining your seed. And what you're doing is you're making it like a high score, almost you're basically turning it into a challenge or a video game, and that's not what the point of it is. Once you start tracking your progression, you're gonna be like, oh, I've made it to a month. I can do it one time now. So you relapse, and then you can't break the cycle again. It's not only with NoFap. If you track your blessings, like I used to track every time I suffered in life. I used to track every little bad thing that happened to me, and I would be like, oh, maybe now it's finally the time it breaks and I get my blessings and I get whatever what I deserve, you know? And that's not really how it works, because the more you track something, the harder it'll make it. It's not just with blessings that you get from the universe. It's also with, like I said, NoFap. Because the moment you start tracking something, that's when your anticipation builds. And anticipation is really what gets you, because that's a human feeling. And if you don't remove that, then you're going to be living off anticipation. And what are you anticipating? With NoFap, if you're tracking the days, what are you anticipating? Oh, I made it to a month. Oh, I made it to 2 months. Oh, I made it to 3 months. What's next? That's what tracking gets you. What's next? What's after that? Why are you tracking? Tracking only builds anticipation, which will make it harder for you to stop, because you're anticipating an outcome that will never happen. Your end goal for NoFap should be to never touch yourself again, until you find your like female counterpart or whatever, until you find somebody who you can have a spiritual bond with, but or male counterpart if you swing that way. But not fapping is not something that you should do to boost your ego, you know? Oh, I made it to 1 month. Oh, I made it to 2 months. Because as I said before, you're building that anticipation, you're building excitement, you know? And at a certain point, you gotta understand, tracking every single thing, it leads to nothing, and it leads to more disappointment. So I honestly don't know how long I've been on NoFap, but it's been a minute. See, I don't know when I started, because that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is the act of NoFap, of the act of being able to abstain, the act of not letting my temptations and desires control me. That's what's important about it, not the counting days part. And people flex on the internet. Oh, I made it to 1,000 days. Oh, good job, buddy. Good job. You made it to 1,000 days. Now what? You're gonna relapse because you keep tracking it. You keep analyzing it. If you want to just stop fat just to brag, just play a video game, bro. There's no point in that. You're removing the whole point of NoFap by counting the days, and you're flexing it on the internet. Why? That's the main downside that counting has. It's with NoFap. But as I said before, counting your blessings is also a really not a great habit to have, especially if you're comparing with other people. If you count the stuff that happens in your own life, that's already bad. But it's the worst is when you count the blessings that other people get and you start adopting that victim mentality and thinking, oh, it's not fair. Oh, why did they get that? Why do I not get it? It's because the universe is testing them too. You may think that, oh, somebody's so lucky because they were born into wealth or because this and that, but that's also a test. Everybody was put in this world to be tested. You were tested to see if you have the resilience to not compare yourself to those people and to be your own person and to not be jealous, basically. And those people were put into the world to test if they can handle all those blessings and if they will crumble under pressure and if they'll actually stay true to themselves. Because I know a lot of people who are wealthy and they're depressed and they lost all their wealth because they acted out of pure greed, you know? And it's all just tests that the universe gives us. And like, you may think that somebody's so much better than you, but everybody has their own pros and cons. And once you start to realize that nobody's actually more blessed than you are, they're just put up with different tests, that's when you will be happy, because you'll finally stop tracking everything. And like I said, with your own life, even I used to track every little bad thing that would happen to me. Oh, this person did me wrong. Oh, this person did me wrong. Oh, this person did me wrong. What that did is that it made the cycle worse. It brought more people like that into my life because I was searching for the good in bad people. I was looking for solace and evil people. And once you stop counting those blessings and those bad things that happen to you, that's when the real blessings will come in, because you'll finally be detached enough to realize that you have to put in, first you have to put in the effort, and second, the universe won't give you immediately what you ask of it. Because think about it, you've been done wrong by so many people, and those people, the universe won't give you those good people until you realize that those people who did you wrong, they're not actually evil. They're just there to teach you a lesson. And every time you meet a bad person, you likely become more evil to good people, because that's just the way human psychology works. You become defensive, and instead of forgiving yourself and forgiving that person, you just hurt more people. And that's what really brings the bad people into your life, because evil attracts evil, good attracts good. Once you have that mentality that, oh, everybody's evil, that's just that's just the type of people who are going to come in your life. Obviously, a good person's not going to come in your life if you don't want that good person to come in your life because you're counting all those blessings, you're trying to make sense of everything, and the universe is just gonna keep pushing out test and test and test and test just to teach you your lesson finally. And most people will never learn it. But you're not like most people. You're different and you will learn it. And you'll stop counting blessings. You'll realize that maybe everything is a lesson. And then you'll finally start getting those blessings. But the universe will still test you even when you do have those blessings. You can have millions of dollars and then you're going to lose it all because of some mistake that you make. And you can't be depressed because you have to understand that everything that you've been given is to test you. That may sound sad, but that's how it is. You're meant to learn. You're meant to be tested. This is all a learning experience for whatever comes next. Back to my point, you can't have too high of expectations because people will do you wrong. You'll lose battles, you'll win battles, but at the end of the day, what you have to have is that mentality that you have to take away lessons from everything and you have to learn from everything. You have to stop counting, basically. Turn off your mind sometimes. Let yourself do what you have to do and not overthink it. Because once you start overthinking it, that's when everything gets bad. Most of the time, if you're overthinking, you're right about the things, but at the end of the day, what does overthinking get you? Your girl could be cheating on you, your man could be cheating on you, and if you suspect that, then you're probably right. Your gut feeling is usually right, and your intuition's usually right. But if you're overthinking that and you're not acting on it, well, what does that give you? You're late at night worried that somebody's cheating on you and you're not doing anything about it. You need to take action and you need to stop counting and overthinking. Stop counting your blessings, stop counting your downfalls, stop keeping tabs on everything and just detach. Let yourself just go with the flow. Doesn't matter if bad things will come to you because good things will come to you after you learn from those bad things. If you never learn from those bad things, good things will never come to you. Or when they do come to you, you'll lose them. You'll lose them just like that. And that's all for today. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or whenever I get another idea. But man, like these videos, they haven't been getting many views, but that's how YouTube is, you know? Like they don't want to push out spiritual stuff. They just want to push out dopamine full content. And that's fine, you know? I don't do this for the views. I don't do this for the clout. I just do this for the hopes of this finding people who will appreciate it and who may learn from what I'm saying. And I'm just doing this to get my thoughts out, you know, because like sometimes it's good to get your thoughts out. It's nice to just get it out, spread it, that kind of stuff. So yeah, make sure to stop counting all your blessings, stop counting all your downfalls, stop overanalyzing, and yeah, that's all.